Welcome. Today I'm going to be offering you my first mat yoga session. And I'm super excited. I invented or created a form of yoga. There are many styles of yoga. But I created my own style called Jaba yoga, J-A-B-A, when I had my own yoga studio. And it's very simple. It's the Bulgarian word for frog. And the reason that I created my own style is because I saw a need for my clientele, which was a lot of older women, and men too for that matter, who wanted to start yoga practice, but even hatha yoga, which is very gentle, and restorative yoga, which is very gentle, it wasn't quite meeting their needs. And so Jaba yoga is the Bulgarian word for frog, and frogs are naturally intuitive. So what I wanted to do was blend very gentle yoga practices and postures with wisdom and words of encouragement that boost confidence and made people feel really good when they left the yoga studio. Very simple practice, can easily be practiced in the comfort of your own home. It incorporates a lot of forward folds, which tunes out the chaos of the external world and encourages us to go within and practice self-study. It increases our awareness, not only of ourselves, but of the world around us. And it just makes us feel better. It also incorporates a lot of balance work, which I feel is incredibly important, as well as core strength, which adds to our balance. So everything works together in Jaba yoga. So I'm going to show you your first very short version of Jaba yoga. Typically they were 45-minute sessions followed by a short guided meditation, and then of course Shavasana, the rest. So let's get started. I'm going to turn sideways, so hopefully it'll be easier to see everything that I'm doing and follow along. So roll out your mat and join along with me, or watch now and then watch again later rolling out your mat, whichever you prefer. Thank you so much for being here. In Jaba yoga, we sit and we start in a comfortable seated position. I like to start with my legs crossed. You can also use a bolster or a folded blanket if this is too hard for you to sit on a hard surface. So feel free to modify. It's a lot easier on the hips to sit in a seated position if you're elevated on a pillow or a folded blanket. You definitely want to be comfortable. It'll be much easier to focus if you're comfortable. All right, so we're gonna sit in a comfortable seated position, and we're just gonna start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Letting the shoulders fall down away from the ears, just starting to let all the busy thoughts of the day and the week disappear. Now we're just going to start to walk the hands forward. Just going as far as you can go. There's no comparing yourself to anyone else. Yoga is a very individual practice. Just coming into the first forward fold. So again, letting go of all the chaos of the busy world and going within. On your next inhale, beginning beginning to lift all the way back up. Inhaling, taking the arms up. And exhaling, we're going to bring that right hand behind the right hip. Bring that left arm to the far right thigh. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the far right. Inhale, release. And exhale, twist. When we twist, we're cleansing and detoxifying the internal organs. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release. One more time, moving with the breath. Release, twist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Switch sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale, release. Exhale, twist. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale, look forward, and release. Beautiful. Now let's release our legs. Have them come out heels on the ground. A nice bent leg. We're going to take our hands behind us, so we're leaning back, but we're not just limp. Okay, so the body's nice and active. The spine is straight. Hands are facing backwards. We're going to straighten that right leg, okay? And the foot is flexed. So the leg is active. All the leg muscles are contracting. We're going to lift that leg up and lower it back down. It's harder than it looks. Lift it up, lower it down. One more time. Lift up, lower it down. Now, if I were teaching a class, I would probably do 6 to 8 repetitions. So at home, you may want to do 6 to 8 repetitions. But for the sake of the video, I'm just doing 3 to demonstrate on each side. What we do on one side of the body, we want to repeat on the other side. So left leg, again, toes flexed, pointed straight up at the ceiling, spine nice and straight, core activated always. And we're going to lift the left leg up and down, 2 up and down, and 3 up and down. Beautiful. Draw that foot back in. So now we're going to drop to our forearms. Okay. Again, nice straight spine. We don't want to be down here. Lift it up. Keep that line. We're going to take that leg out. This time we're going to point the toe and we're going to make some circles. Big circles. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3. Now we're going to start to feel it. We're going to go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. So the reason that I like the number 3 is because it reminds me of unity of body, mind, spirit. So I use the number 3 a lot. So point the left toe, again, circle in one direction. 1, 2, 3. Notice where you're feeling it. 1, 2, 3. Draw that foot back in. Beautiful. So now I'm going to scoot down on my mat, come all the way down onto your back. Rest your arms at the side, always pulling the shoulders down away from the ears for a deeper sense of relaxation. You want the tailbone flat on the mat, so we don't want a gap in the back, okay? So you want to be able to press that back flat into the mat. That activates the core muscles again. And it's also very restorative for the back, by the way. So you want to look straight up at the ceiling. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. And we want to raise the feet up toward the ceiling, point the toes, and make little circles. It feels really nice on the low back, but it also activates the core muscles. Good. Now, pause, make big circles and see what it does for the core muscles. Again, raising awareness. Okay, switch directions. Beautiful. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side. Good. Bring your legs down to your mat. Hip width apart. Good. We're going to bring our hips up a little bit. We're going to interlace our fingers underneath. Walk those shoulders down. Make sure there's a little gap right underneath your neck that protects your neck. Then we're going to raise your hips all the way up as high as you can. And then we're going to press the knees in toward each other asymmetrically. Press into all 10 toes and pads of your feet. So we're activating all the leg muscles and glutes. Good. Feel your strength. Ooh, feel the fire. Yes, getting stronger. Breathe. And then release your hands. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Woo, yeah. Straighten out that left leg. Hug that right knee into your chest. Flex your right foot. Yes. Release your arms out to the side, bank grabber position, and roll that right knee over to the left. Your right shoulder might lift off the ground, that's okay. Just get a nice opposite stretch from your bridge pose. And come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock side to side if that feels good on your spine. That was a big stretch. That was a lot of muscle work. Straighten your right leg, flex the feet. Give your organs a little squeeze, a little internal cleaning here. And then release your arms back to bank grabber position. Roll that left knee over the right leg and look to your far left. Again, continuing to breathe. And then coming back to center. Again, giving both knees a gentle hug. Beautiful. And then rocking up and down. If it feels good, it might be a little playful, bringing back the inner child. And then coming back to your forearms. This is where we're going to incorporate a little bit of core strength. Again, feel free to double over your mat to protect your sit bones and hips, or put a little blanket or towel underneath if you'd like a little more padding. Take your time. We're going to take the legs up in the air, and we're going to lower them slowly, slowly, slowly down. We're not going to let them touch the mat. And then take them up. So inhale, exhale, lower, 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 lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower, 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 lower. And take it up. You'll get stronger, trust me. Lower, 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 lower. And take it up. Beautiful, release. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause. You did fabulous. All right, so we're going to come back into a comfortable seated position. We're going to straighten the left leg, bend that right leg like a number 4, I guess. This is called Janu Sarasana in Sanskrit, which I think the Sanskrit language is just really, really beautiful. It usually has several translations. It's a really fascinating language if you ever have an interest in studying it. We want to keep the left toes flexed, pointed straight up at the ceiling or sky. We're going to square our bodies toward that left leg. Inhale, take your arms up, look up. And exhale, fold over that left leg. So the point is not to be able to touch your toes or get your nose down on your knee. The point is to feel the stretch through the back of that left leg or wherever you feel it today. So go ahead and forward fold, going however far you can go today. Inhale, lift your arms, use your core, come all the way back up, and release. Good, switch legs. Again, keeping the right toes pointed straight up at the ceiling, don't let them fall down, keep the leg active. Inhale, lift up, look up, and exhale, fold forward. One more breath. Inhale, activate that core. Take the arms up, look up, and release. Come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. I hope you're having fun. We're gonna bring the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take the arms away from the back if you can. If your shoulders are tight and you can't, again, it'll come with practice. Bowing to your inner teacher, bowing to the earth, and bowing to yourself. And take your hands to your low back, release. With your right hand, grab your left wrist. You're giving yourself a gentle hug here. Thanking yourself for making time for your practice and making time for self-care. Inhale, release. Come back up. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking time for this practice. Namaste means the light in me honors and sees the divine light in you. In case no one has told you yet today, you are truly amazing. Thank you so much for being who you are. Keep shining bright. If you've already subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Comment, tell me what you want more of, tell me what you're liking. I want to hear from you. I'm doing this for you. Thank you so much.